Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. I am Prince Pauli, your Astro-Tarot specialist, and today I have a special treat for y'all. I'm here with the amazingly efficient LovLee. This is such an honor. She's accepted this interview, so we're going to get right into it. She's going to explain to us about her company, Where the Real Psychics Go. So, LovLee, how are you today?
I'm grateful, Prince Pauli, and thank you for having me. This is so awesome. I'm honored as well. It's such a privilege. He says so many wonderful things about me. Believe them all. And yes, I am LovLee, your personal advisor, and I'm the founder of Where the Real Psychics Go.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Let's get started, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all about to get in for a treat. So, LovLee, I have about 7 questions for you about Where the Real Psychics Go. So, my question number 1 is, when was Where the Real Psychics Go, the platform, created?
Actually, it was created 7 years ago.
7 years.
7 years ago. We're going on our 8th year.
Okay.
So we just made 7 years in November. Yeah. That Where the Real Psychics Go was founded and established.
Look at that, November, the master number month.
The master number, baby.
Okay. That is what's up. Question number 2 for you, LovLee. Why did you create this platform and for what purpose?
Okay, the reason that I created the platform, well, as you know, I am a psychic tarot reader. I have been gifted with this enormous, wonderful, awesome, challenging tool.
Okay.
And so I became a professional advisor like 9 years ago. I've always been gifted, like my grandmother would call it, the knowing. I've always had this knowing. And so, I found it. I started working as a professional advisor 9 years ago. Over 9 years ago, yeah.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
And was it a 2-part question?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait. Actually, yes. And for what purpose?
What purpose did I
create Where the Real Psychics Go platform?
Oh, okay. Because in my business, as I said, I became a professional advisor, psychic tarot reader, 9 years ago, over 9 years ago. And in my business and operating my business, I found out that most people actually, are psychics themselves. It's like we attract what we are. They say opposites attract, and yes, to an extent, but we also attract like mind, like spirit, like hearts. And so I found out in my business that most people were psychic. They already had the answer. They maybe needed confirmation, assurance, things of that nature. So I was just like, And I just had this great urging to really let people know that, hey, they're psychic too. I'm not the only one.
Okay, I love it. So, leading into that, what is your definition of a real psychic?
A real psychic is a person that listens to themselves, that loves themselves and believes in themselves. And that's what a real psychic is. You have to be, ladies and gentlemen, this is one of the hardest professions on the planet. Okay? It's almost like brain surgery. You call me to tell you what's going to happen. All right? And what? So what about people that are disgruntled, all the different emotions, all the different spirits and things of that nature? Very challenging times people go through. Oh, I'm going to have enough money. I'm getting put out on the road. Things of this nature. This is people come to me in the crisis, Even things are awesome. I'm going, oh my God, LovLee. He asked me to be his wife. Should I marry him? Hello? Okay, and you're asking me, should you marry him? Right? And you're asking me, what are you going to do? You're going to be put out. What about you and your babies? Okay? And if anybody thinks that this is an easy job, you're wrong. This is one of the hardest professions. So you have to be balanced in yourself, love people, be patient, all these different tools. Not just psychic and know what's going to happen. But you have to have all these other different elements within oneself. You know what I mean? And also not only believing in yourself, I have to believe in me and the information that's coming to me, and I also have to believe in you that you're going to receive the information. So, am I? Because I'm just want to let y'all know I will be going on and on. I just want to make sure I'm answering the questions, okay?
You're on point.
All right. Lovely on point again. That's me on point, Lovely.
So Lovely, do you teach people how to become their own real psychic?
Well, yes, I do. And I'm actually formulating a program now. I have been doing it, but not like, in a formal setting.
Yeah.
But actually, so many people, it's almost like, Lovely. And my callers will tend to get in a situation where they're calling me a lot. And it's not because they want to know what they want predictions.
Mm-hmm.
They want to really learn how to deal with life's ups and downs, okay? And really tapping into that psychic within, all right? Which is going to liberate them and really help them to be who they were created to be, all right? So yes, I do, and I am. I have been doing unofficially here and there. I've helped so many people. And yeah, that's why they don't love you Lovely all the time, okay? But long as y'all love me, it's all good. But yes, I've helped so many people really tap into the psychic within. And that's what it's about. It's within. So the business is where the real psychics go. The real psychics go within. If it's a question, the answer is within. So you want to go within yourself. Okay, that's step 1. All right. Step 2, believe in yourself. Okay. You know what I mean? So you got to listen to yourself. Okay. This is what you want to do. You got to really have that confidence. And a lot of times we look like we're confident, but we're not confident. We're afraid of the dark. We're afraid of the boogeyman. Okay. Well, be the boogeyman. Then you won't be afraid of him.
Okay.
Holla, if you hear me.
Holla. So basically, we the people are the real psychic.
Exactly. Yes, exactly. You're the real psychic. That's what it is. That's why where the real psychics go.
Okay.
In here. Even the Bible. This is a Christian society. This society that we live in today was founded on Christianity. Okay? In the Bible, and Christianity is, based their rules, laws, commandments on the Holy Bible. In the Holy Bible, it says, seek the kingdom of heaven within, and everything else will fall into place. Where is heaven? Everybody is looking in the clouds for heaven, but heaven is in here. You know what I mean? People fear hell. They think hell is down there. Hell is in here. I mean, if you're a hellish person, and that's what's happening. Okay. But I do believe that everybody has a heavenly energy. If you're a human being, you know what I mean, then you have a human energy. Now, how you choose to utilize that is clearly up to you. If you don't tap into it, then it's clearly up to you, okay? So we all have a responsibility to seek the kingdom of heaven within us. We all have a responsibility to go where the real psychics go, okay? And you know what? It's the same target, dear heart. It's the same target, all right?
Wow, Lovely. Okay.
Tell them Lovely told you, okay?
So my next question is a 2-part question.
Okay.
First, I want to know, why is it beneficial for us to unlock the psychic within?
Well, it's very beneficial, okay? It's beneficial individually and collectively, okay? Now, unlocking the psychic within really is like an initiation to your Christ consciousness, okay? Individually and collectively. We all yearn for love. We all yearn for unity, these things, okay? Well, to get these things, we have to first start here, okay? All right? So even, like I said in the Bible, it says, seek the kingdom of heaven, and everything else will fall into place. There is a prayer, our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done. So, okay. You want these things to happen, we're looking here with our visual eyes, the clouds, when we should be looking here with our spiritual eyes, okay? The real heaven, the real kingdom, okay? So if each individual person, or most people, will seek the kingdom of heaven within, they tap into the real psychic within, then hey, guess what? I'm loving myself. I believe in myself. I'm challenging myself. I'm slaying every inner enemy inside of me okay, which raises my Christ consciousness higher and higher and higher. And then I'm able to relate to others better. My professional life, my love life, everything seems to be going a lot smoother, because if you notice in your life when you don't listen to yourself, where I come from, when others didn't listen to themselves, we would say, oh, I should listen to my first mind. The first mind is the intuition. The first mind is that psychic vibration. Okay. So if I listen to myself and follow heaven's lead, then things begin to go smoothly for me. Okay. And if I listen to me, and we always want somebody to listen to us, right? Listen to me, listen to me. Nobody listens to me. Nobody cares. Well, if you don't listen to you, why do you expect someone else to listen to you, right? So if I want you to listen to me, I need to listen to myself. Okay? That's just like if yourself, you think, oh, I want to say this to my guy. But your intuition say, don't say that to him. But your ego says, say it anyway. And then you end up in a big argument, right? And you think like, oh my God, I know I shouldn't have said that, but I said it anyway. So if you listen to your first mind, the first thought, your intuition, you and your guy wouldn't even be into an argument. And I'm not just saying this for the ladies. I mean, this is for men too. Okay? So everybody got this. The only way you don't have intuition is if you're a robot. I mean, dogs and cats and stuff have it, right?
Right.
And we're supposed to dominate them, right? So if we utilize our intuition, life will go so much better individually and collectively. You're talking about money, things of that nature. Have you ever told your stuff will be like, go outside, and then you go outside and there's money there and there's nobody around. You can't even find the owner of the money. The money's for you. So if you're not balanced with inside of yourself, then you'll miss a lot of treasures that heaven has for you, okay? Growing up with a Christian background and my grandmother just really, really teaching me a lot of religion, the Bible, history, spirituality. There used to be this story that she would tell me, and it was called The Good Servant. And the Good Servant did everything right, according to the Bible, but she did not follow the Holy Spirit. She didn't listen to her intuition. And so at the end of her days, she passed away, and she had, her judgment day with God. And she was like, oh, God, tell me, please, that I was a good servant. And God was like, yes, you was a good servant, but she's like, but what, God? Like, you lived a poverty-stricken life. You missed out on so many things because all you cared about was just, living out the commandments. And she's like, well, what do you mean, God? And she was like, God was like, look, remember that day I told you to sit in the third pew? And you were about to do it, but then you said, no, I always sit in the front row. Well, God said, well, you know what? I had a pot of gold there for you. Okay. She's like, oh, so she missed that, right? Yeah. And then he was like, remember that time when I told you to turn right here on your way to work? And she's like, yeah. And he's like, yeah, you was, but then you kept straight because you said, that's the way you go to work every day. Well, your husband was right there, the man that you were supposed to spend your life with. But you've been poor, broke, and lonely. But yeah, you're a good servant.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, that's a story my grandma used to tell me. And so I ever wanted to be the good servant. And when I get too intellectual, I think of that story that my grandmother used to share with me so often. So that means that you have to listen to your intuition. This is what God is speaking to you. In the Bible, it says, harden not your heart so you can hear my voice. People do not believe in what's on the inside of them, what's in their heart. They don't believe in what's in their heart. Oh, does God want me to have that? Well, God wouldn't have put it in your heart, honey, if he didn't want you to have it, okay? Dreams do come true, and they don't go nowhere. They don't go away. They only go away when you fulfill them. I'm here to tell you. Did I go too far off of the question? Because I
no.
that.
Your explanation was perfect as to why it is beneficial to unlock the psychic within.
It really is. You will miss out on your life if you do not. You don't want to do. You want to live life. Everybody's so, not everybody, but most people are existing here on the planet. Everything is so fast. Everything is so express. Give me a number one. You know, microwave, instamatic, type of lifestyle now. Okay. So it does take a moment. Take out 5 to 10 minutes a day. You know, it's 24 hours in a day, right? Mm-hmm. And if you can't find 5 minutes to 10 minutes a day for yourself and your God, there's something wrong. And I'm not talking about going to church. I'm talking about going in here. That's the real church.
Wow. Okay.
Right here.
We're
answering bullseye, baby.
So part 2 of this question is, how can this elevate us as a people financially, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, unlocking the psychic within?
Well, of course, spiritually it's totally awesome. You know, I don't have enough words in you know, in my Rolodex, in my dictionary, in my vocabulary to really, you know, explain how beneficial it is to us spiritually. I mean, you raise your consciousness. There's no limit on your consciousness, okay? There's no limit. You can also, I mean, it's just like, I can't believe that I'm where I am. People seek God so much. We seek God in books and CDs and churches and temples and mosques. But the greatest place to seek God is within. You get what I'm saying? And that's the intuition is what, you know, is our link to God, all right? So yeah, I gotta set the ego aside and just let the spirit flow. You know, when we do our show on Thursdays, there's no script. And I know some people probably listen from time to time and he's like, they scripted that out. But it's no script, seriously. It isn't. We don't rehearse or anything. Each show is different because we allow the spirit to flow. Okay, so this is what you want to do. You want to allow the spirit to flow through you. Okay, so you want to be an open vessel for divinity. Okay, for destiny to really operate in your life. So of course, I mean, just initially, it's a spiritual thing because we're all spirit, and the spirit does not die. There is no death in spirituality. Okay, so we want to get that out of the way. You know, don't fear death, life and death and death and life. That's just the way that it is. I cannot calculate it for you, but that's what it is. So, in unlocking the psychic within, I'll give you an example. 9 years ago, I was working, and I mean like, what do you call clocking in? I was working for someone else. And, over 9 years ago. And so the Holy Spirit came to me, and I'm at work, and the Holy Spirit came to me and was like, it's time for you to start your own business. I'm like, doing what? Right? And I had been told just like all my life, like 30-something years, that I was going to be a preacher, a prophet, you know. They always had something for me that, you know, this with a spiritual connection to, you know, like what I was going to do. But I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to be lovely. Didn't want to be lovely, basically. So this particular day, I'm like, oh, gosh, it was so loud. And I was like, do what that lady did that I spoke with. And I met this lady, and I spoke to her for a few minutes, and she was a psychic. And so I had to find the lady again, and I asked the lady blah, 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 the information. So if I had not listened to my intuition, my God voice, I wouldn't be here today with you. So if you're talking about beneficial in what? You said the business and financial? Okay, well, I have made really good money. You know, I'm not in it for money because I could make way more money. Actually, the other day, somebody sent me a message saying, why do you charge so cheap? And I always get that, right? Okay, I always get, as long as I've been in this for 9 years, that I charge too much. My own colleagues tell me this now. They're supposed to be my competition, but they're not my competition, because they're my colleague, but they do. They work in the same line that I work in. And so they said it to me. Even clients have said that to me. Like, you charge, no, you're too low. You're extremely too low. But even with that being said, that I have made more money doing what I'm doing. You know why? Because it's my life purpose. That's why. It's not a job. It's my life purpose. So when you tap into your intuition, you begin to learn so much about yourself. Okay. Now, I knew even as a small child that I would do something that was connected to spirituality. But when people would be saying it, I didn't want to hear them. But when I heard it from God, from myself, from my God voice, then I was able to, move on that. Okay, you get what I'm saying? So that's what happened. So that's, okay, we got the spiritual part of the way. We got the financial part of the way. So, yes, you can really make money. I mean, it's not like really making money, but you can find money. It's like it's almost raining money from heaven when you tap into it. I'm serious. You can find money. Money be like calling you.
Okay. So emotionally and mentally, this obviously would be elevating as well too. Learning to trust yourself.
Yes.
You won't base decisions based off of just emotions, because life isn't based off of that anyway.
Because sometimes your emotions are not a fact. Okay, Prince Pauli, you hurt my feelings. I felt like you was trying to steal all the screen in the interview. But you're like, no, LovLee, no, that wasn't it at all. It's like, but that's just what I felt. It doesn't mean it is a fact. You say, oh, no. Well, what do I need to do? So feelings are not always a fact. So once you're tapping into the psychic within, and you begin to learn things about yourself. And people will be quite amused and astounded and shocked and also gratified the things that they learn about themselves. And don't even think that because you X amount of, you 20, 40, 60, however old you are, that you know everything about yourself. Because we hide so many things from ourselves. We're not honest with ourselves. We don't tell the truth, okay, to ourselves. Right? We just learned earlier that we don't listen to ourselves, but we want others to listen to us. Okay? And yes, we lie to ourselves. We would not face the truth. No, it wasn't me. It was him. It was all Prince Pauli's fault. Okay? We could have been did this video. It's him. It's him. Everybody's like, well, what did he do? Oh, my gosh. Right. Exactly. What did he do? See? So the thing is that we have to really tap in. Once you begin to tap inside of yourself, you begin to learn things about yourself. You start finding out that, oh my goodness, I'm a little bit too aggressive. Oh my goodness, I'm too passive. Oh my goodness, oh no wonder. This is it. Oh, okay, I see. And you begin to find out, and it's a healing that begins to occur in your life. Okay? As people will start saying, oh my goodness, what are you doing? You're like, I'm not doing anything. You're like, oh my God, you look so good. You're glowing. Oh my gosh, I love your hair. Oh, Paul, I love that. That is, oh, the shirt. And you're like, what? Because it's that inner working. You don't have to cover up all the time.
Okay. Wow.
Okay, so we did the spirit, the material, the financial, the emotional.
Now the last thing is mentally.
Oh, mental. You know what? Yes, this is really good because the intellect quite often blocks the intuition. Okay? So we want to learn how to balance the two. We want to learn how they can do the cha-cha-cha together. Because the intellect is an amazing tool as well, and of course the intuition. But sometimes we allow the intellect to drown out, smother, choke the intuition. You see, you can understand that.
Yes, definitely. I can relate.
But yes, people will talk themselves out of heavenly rewards. And we want to step away from that. So we want to learn how to identify with the intellectual voice and identify with the intuition voice, okay? It's called, in Christianity, the spirit of discernment. So, where you can use your brilliant brain to really calculate and divide decisions and events in your life and choices, that's fine. But that intuition, you have to give intuition its due, its time in your life, okay? Wait long enough. I need some tea.
Okay. Wow.
Don't wait no longer.
So
Say hi, everybody, to Cindy.
Okay.
She's the greatest.
Whatever.
Go, Cindy. Go, Cindy. Go, Cindy.
This is the greatest. Love her.
Thank you.
Okay. So wow, lovely. This has been very enlightening as usual. Oh look, I guess my ball on the hotline.
Right. Busy. Where the real psychics go, baby.
Girl, I'm coming home soon.
He's got a beautiful voice too, guys. I'm telling you. Ooh, that sounds like a little Maxwell there. You should be doing your Usher thing. Okay, now.
Okay, that's one of my favorites right there. That's Raphael Sadiq, ladies and gentlemen. Now, lovely, this has been very enlightening. Thank you once again.
Thank you
for this interview. And I have one final question for you.
Okay. How
can we, the people, reach you and the services you offer on Where the Real Psychics Go?
Okay, groovy. Yes, you can reach me at lovelyone.com. That's LOV. LOVLEEONE.com. Lovelyone.com, or you can see us Thursday nights, 8 p.m. Central, Where the Real Psychics Go, blogtalk.com/LOVLEE, or you can hit me up on Facebook, Your Lovely Advisor. Of course, it's facebook.com/Your Lovely Advisor. All right.
Well, this has been an honor and a treat. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you really enjoyed this. Okay?
I did. Thanks, Prince Pauli.
Thank you, lovely. Oh my goodness. This is amazing, y'all. I mean, look at me now. Before Lovely, I was working at Burger King, flipping burgers. After Lovely,
he's the man.
So, I hope this has been very enlightening, everyone, so you learn more about Where the Real Psychics Go, our mission and our purpose, and what we are here to do, and what you can do. Prosperity.
Later.